Hello, my name is Abby Colopy, and today I'm going to be talking about the Costa Rica National Stadium, or in Spanish, it's known as Estadio Nacional de Costa Rica. So, the location and history of this stadium. It is located in La Sabana Metropolitan Park, San Jose, Costa Rica. San Jose is the capital of Costa Rica, and it is located on the west side of the city, on the west side of La Sabana Metropolitan Park. Construction started in 2009 and it was completed in 2011. It actually replaced an old stadium that they tore down the year before construction began, so they tore it down in 2008, and the stadium was 100 years old. This new stadium is the first major sporting and events arena in all of Central America. So, what is the stadium used for? So the stadium is mainly used for football, or in the US, we call it soccer matches, and they also host major concerts. So some notable concert goers or performers, they have Bruno Mars, they've had Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Shakira, Justin Bieber, Lady Gaga, Miley Cyrus, plenty of big names. They also have hosted various soccer matches. They have hosted the 2013 Copa Centroamericana, which is a Spanish pro soccer league. They have hosted the 2014 FIFA U17 Women's World Cup, and they have hosted the 2022 FIFA U20 Women's World Cup. It is owned by the Costa Rica government. However, it was a gift from the Chinese government for breaking ties with Taiwan, becoming the first Central American country to do so. So, moving into the facts about the stadium and just some general information. So, it was originally supposed to cost 88 million US dollars, but they underestimated by around 20, and it got boosted up to around 110 million US dollars. As I previously stated, the Chinese government financed the construction, so they paid for the construction of the whole stadium. They sent over around 800 Chinese workers to build the stadium for Costa Rica. So it was a gift, as I previously said. Costa Rica broke away from Taiwan in 2007, and they were the first Central American country to do so. And in return, they started to support China. And as a thanks, China built Costa Rica a stadium. So it seats 35,000 people. It is 1,700 square feet. It has two large screens/scoreboards that are in the south section, and in the north section, they have one smaller screen. So pretty much wherever you are sitting in the stadium, you will be able to get a view of the action. So transportation to and from the stadium. The stadium itself does have limited parking. They have around 200 parking spots in the stadium and around 3,000 parking spots surrounding the stadium. But a lot of locals recommend taking local transportation instead of trying to deal with that parking situation. So they have two main types of local transportation. They have local busing, which is the most common and the cheapest. It costs around 1 to 3 US dollars per ticket, depending on where your starting location is and as you're heading to the stadium. They also have local taxis, which cost 28 to $40. This is definitely more expensive, but you are getting a more private transportation method. You're not on a crowded bus with a bunch of people. You are not making tons of stops. You are just going to the stadium. So, the football match you're watching is over, the concert's over, you're still in Costa Rica for a couple days. What else is there to do in Costa Rica? So, because San Jose is the capital of Costa Rica, there are plenty of options of other activities to do. So some of the most notable ones are visiting the National Museum of Costa Rica, visiting the National Theater and watching a show. You can visit the Central Market, which is just a giant shopping center. They also have various national parks. They have the Poas Volcano National Park, and they also have many walking tours They have food tours, they have historical tours that are guided by the locals, giving you different insights on what to do in San Jose and the history of it. And then here we have my citations. Thank you.